There are a lot of braid fluorocarbon knots out there. A lot of them are really good knots. They are really strong. Today I'm going to show you how to tie one of those knots, and that is the Alberto knot. It is really good knot. It is a really strong knot, and it is a really easy knot to tie. This is what I'm going to use today, is this Major Craft Dangan X8. This braid is what I've got on all of my reels except one, I think. It's a PE1. It is rated to 20-pound breaking strain. The fluorocarbon leader is also Major Craft. This is the leader that I use for all of my leaders. This one here is 20-pound breaking strain. You don't have to use 20-pound, but that is the one that I like to use. So for the Alberto knot, what you want to do is get yourself a length of fluorocarbon. I usually do about an arm's length for my leaders, and then just a little bit of a tug. And that way I've got a little bit extra, so if I crack off and things like that, it doesn't shrink as much. To start this knot is you take your length of fluorocarbon. You want to pull out maybe 5 or 6 inches, and then you want to make a loop. Just like that. See if I can get that in focus. There you go. There's your loop. Then you take your braid, and you want your braid to go up through that loop like so. You want to pull out 5 or 6 inches of that, because what you're going to do next is you're going to hold where your loop is. You've now got 2 bits of fluorocarbon. You want to hold both of those, and then you're going to wrap your braid around both of these pieces of fluorocarbon 6 or 7 times. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it should look, if I can get that in focus again, like that. Then what you want to do is take these 2 fingers. Let's open those a little bit. Take these 2 fingers, and you're going to hold the top of your wraps. So you took it and you wrapped up that way. Now you want to wrap back down that way 6 or 7 times again. You want to try, when you wrap back down, to get the wraps inside of those hash marks. Hold on to that piece. Come on, baby. So then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is 6. So now it should look something like that. Now the important part to lock it off is your piece that you wrapped back down the fluorocarbon has to go out the same way that your main line goes in. So you take it down like that, right through there. Make sure that these 2 pieces are going the same way. And then you want to grab both pieces of the braid, grab both pieces of the fluorocarbon. You're probably going to want to wet it now, because you're going to create some friction. You're gonna create some friction. You got both the bits of braid, both the bits of fluorocarbon, and you're just gonna pull them tight. And then it'll cinch down. When you get to a certain point, you might need to help it down with your fingers, and that's fine. Just like so. And then give it another little tug so it locks itself down. Then you can let go of your tag ends and tighten it up a little bit more. There you go. And at this point you should have something like that. So now you want to cut your tag ends off. The fluorocarbon tag end, you can cut it as close as you want, like so. The braid tag end, for me personally, I like to leave just a little bit there. Like so. And then, boom, you got your knot.